our safe home for last night. We've now untied and we're heading off. So Menton Marina have got back to us and said they have a spot for us. It's only morning, it's about 9 a.m, maybe 10 a.m. So we're heading down to Menton. Just need to swing by Helga and Marlena and say thank you, your awesomeness. And then we're on our way. It's like a hotel. I just am curious what it would be like to be on that. I reckon it would be like being in a little hotel. I don't think we're ever going to find out. We are going past Monaco, but we're not stopping. So Menton's just a little bit further down. There's not really anywhere to anchor in Monaco anyway. So if we were to go to Monaco, we either have to use the marina there. We didn't even ask. Or we could go by train. We spent a little bit of time in Monaco last time we were here in 2023, and we did use the marina here. Wasn't that expensive, surprisingly. But we're staying in Menton this time. And Menton is right on the border. It's the border town of Italy and France. Helicopters all over the place here. I don't know if people in Monaco use cars. They all seem to go by helicopter.
Nearly there. This is the old port just to the left here, and in front of us, I think it's Garavon Marina we're going to, which is sort of the new port. And then just off our starboard bow is Italy. We keep trying to leave Italy, and we keep heading back towards Italy. We will not cross that border. Not that we don't want to, but you know.
Is it Menton the place with the church with stairs?
Yes.
Why can't I see it? I thought we could see it from the bottom.
So there's the church just there. Yeah. But you need to get around the other side of the seawall and be looking back in.
Yeah, because we were anchored there, that's why we could see it. Okay, now I remember. And we saw it from the road when the agent took us over to the water.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, honey.
Yeah.
It's actually 2 years. 2 years and a month or something.
Yeah.
But we've done a lot in these 2 years.
Yes.
We've changed a lot. We've learned a lot. Water's so beautiful and clear here. It's amazing. Right in a town, right outside a marina. Crystal clear. How deep is it, honey, right now?
6.5.
6.5 metres. See the sand. It's perfectly white. Yeah, 1.5 metres. Good job. We're fine. Perfectly lined up. You okay over there?
Yeah. It's just tight.
You happy with this line on?
Yeah.
That is good here.
Yeah.
Menton. Yep.
Yep. All back more.
Okay.
Yes.
Up for it. Up clear.
You bought the sail here in Europe. You don't sail from Australia here.
No.
You bought this
We bought in France
France, and then you are going around,
3 years ago. Going around, then we'll sail home.
and then you are sailing in Mediterranean Sea. No?
Or in the Mediterranean the last now 3 summers. But 1 more summer, then we'll sail Atlantic, Caribbean, sail, then we'll do Pacific. We'll
Wow.
go home. The boat next door's name is Wallaby because they spent a month in Australia and they loved it so much. And this is actually their 3rd boat called Wallaby. So a lovely welcome from them. I've undone the latch. Have you undone yours?
Yeah.
Careful then. Bonjour. Bonjour. Merci. Thank you.
So we're all checked in, and but it doesn't show on Google Maps. There is a U-ship chandlery here, so we'll go down and see if they've got anchor chain. We booked through, what's today? Friday. We booked through to Tuesday. Initially I'd booked through to next Friday, but I think Tuesday will be the earliest that we can leave, really, because that's Monday we're getting the replacement motor for the anchor windlass.
And I'm hanging around because, not like I really want to go shopping in this heat to look at chain, but there's coffee shops and gelaterias.
What? You don't want to look at anchor chain? My God. It's not gold, she doesn't want it.
They're not of good worth and still.
Yeah, gold might be cheaper actually.
Our plan at the moment is to buy 80 metres of chain, which will put us back a lot of money. We'll tell you when we order it.
Yeah.
And attach the anchor that we got with the boat. So do you want to explain what we got, why you didn't like it, and what we changed it for?
Yeah, so we've got a Delta, which is a plough, which is okay, but you know, the new anchors like the Spades and Rockners, they hold a lot better. So as we found out yesterday, being able to trust your anchor is a huge thing, and it really wasn't the anchor that was the issue yesterday, it was the bottom that we were on. So yeah, we made the decision to change it. So we've been carrying around that Delta anchor. We tried to sell it about 18 months ago. And in the end, we don't have a stern anchor, not that it's a great stern anchor, and only just a little while ago I was saying, just in case we lose our main anchor, it would be nice to have that one. And yeah, thank goodness
So it's a bit lighter than we wanted, but we do have one.
Yeah.
So our plan is to buy a new chain and attach that
Yep.
existing anchor, and then think about upgrading that at another point.
Yeah. Here we are.
Hey,
Chandlery.
you know, because there's big balls out the front.
And
What?
here's an illustration.
Yes.
Hey. So this is a Delta, and we've got a 20 kg Delta at the moment. So that's that sort of plough style. And this is a spade anchor. So this is what Don was. So where this sort of, is pushing sand away from it, this is bringing sand into it. And it has, a huge amount of weight concentrated in the tip of these. So, they sit really well.
I don't know if you can see, but it's really deep here.
And it's all lead.
Yeah.
It's all filled with lead in there.
So to give you an idea of size, here we are. What's that one? 30 kilos or something?
That might be the 20.
20 kilos is a S100 Yeah, I don't know. And that's made for less than 16 metres, less than 12 tonnes.
Yeah, which is what we got. But I looked on the Spade site the other day, and it said, yeah, look, this is the recommended anchor is the S100, but the S120, which is a 25 kilogram anchor, is more like just added insurance for a boat like ours where we're going to be at anchor most of the time. So,
And 4 months. We've been at anchor for 4 months now, every single day.
yeah. So the other thing is, if you listen here, it's actually hollow in here. Now it sort of just, again, sort of goes from most of the weight down the bottom to hollow in the shaft to, assist with it setting, coming down and setting the right way. Anyway, let's go in and have a look.
So they're marked on the footpath at 5 metres. We're going 80 metres.
Qu'est-ce que tu m'as dit, le quai? Il voulait quoi? Le quai?
Le quai?
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit, le quai?
What is your boat?
Le
D.
quai. Non, mais ça y est, j'ai noté.
Delta? 33. Delta 33.
The-
We'll come.
Come.
We will come.
Ah,
Delta
oui,
You come with
33.
me.
We'll come.
Ouais,
Ok.
ensemble.
Viens avec nous.
Ok. Bah, c'est pour ça que je dis depuis tout à l'heure. Thank you, and you receive
Thank you.
Au revoir.
C'est des t-shirts ici, ça.
Voilà.
Delta.
Excellent. Merci beaucoup. Oh, très bien.
You can take.
The old tone?
Yeah.
Pour vous, un cadeau.
Non, jamais. On la met où ça là?
But we had 80 metres and we cut it when it was at 56. So we've got about 24 metres of our old chain left that we don't need anymore. We've already got about 25 or 30 as a spare for our stern anchor. So these guys are going to take the spare off our hands. So after loading all of our 80 metres, they're now unloading another bit. It's really heavy. I can see why it holds the boat. I think it's just feet are burning. When a man needs his jandals. Merci, merci.
Thank you.
Merci, monsieur. Au revoir. A massive shout out to these guys at U-Ship in Menton. Gorgeous shop, even without all their help, but they were so good.
They were lovely.
Really lovely. Went out of their way. Even what we ordered, like we knew that we wanted 80 metres of chain and we inquired about a 25
Kilo spade anchor.
kilo spade, which is what we had.
We had a 20 kilo spade.
Okay, so we're thinking of making it bigger.
Yeah.
And in French and English, I was pretty proud of myself, babe. What they did speak English, and what they didn't know in English, they spoke French, or when they struggled, and I understood the French enough. I sometimes spoke French, sometimes English,
Yeah.
and we got everything. But anyway, so we were thinking of a 80 metres of chain, 25 kilo anchor, and he's like, show us your windlass. Gando, I know what that is in French now. And he was saying our windlass wouldn't be strong enough. So we looked it up, he checked the maths, like,
Yeah.
they went above and beyond, they were great.
Yeah. I mean, that was good information because, look, situation like we had, 60 metres of chain at 2.25 kilos a metre. So that's over 120, it's probably 130 kilos of chain. Then you put the anchor on, let's say we had 25, 155 kilos. Our windlass, when it's working well, like properly, has a working load of 120, but it can pull 370. But you shouldn't really want to be pulling 370 on it all the time. So what am I saying is
It was pushing it to its max, and he was just making us aware of that.
making us aware. So we would be exceeding the working load of the windlass for probably about the first 15 meters of chain that we pulled up. The extreme case that we know that if we let out 50 meters of chain plus the anchor hanging in free space in the sea.
Oh, if we were anchored somewhere really, really deep, like if it was swinging.
Yeah, or we got to that situation where for some reason we end up with all that out. Yeah, because I've heard this before. Somebody sort of said, I've got a twist in my chain, the anchor always keeps coming up, and they've gone, just get into deep water and let out your 100 metres of chain, let it dangle there for a while so it untwists itself, and then just bring it back in. And somebody else went, you won't get that back on board, it's just too heavy. And yeah, that's right, you won't get it back on board. So we're back in Ness. Need to pick up the windlass today, the motor, the windlass. And I've got a package from SVB as well. It's pretty boring stuff, really.
I went to Decathlon.
Yes.
The thing about France, like in most of Europe, is that everything closes for a good 2 hours over lunch.
Yeah.
So we're killing a bit of time. We had a lovely lunch in a cafe. Walked through some gardens.
It was great coffee, great sandwich, and magnifique singing.
The staff were singing to the really cool music.
Yes. We're just off to kill some time in a hardware store. No, sorry, a vintage shop. I think I heard Jude telling her daughter the other day she couldn't find any vintage shops, and we've only been to a couple in the whole of Europe.
True, I did say that.
Sure. I think we've spent twice as much time in vintage shops as we had at these hardware shops. But anyway.
It's great. You see the history in the clothing that was worn here about 25, 30 years ago. You get some really cool stuff. Hey, found me. Look, €35. Cutest little suede skirt. He tempts me like this. He knew it was close, didn't he?
No.
I got 2 gorgeous skirts in the last shop. We're to head off to get the parcel for 2, or do you want to hang around here?
I want an ice cream.
Okay, let's find an ice cream shop.
All right. These.
It's the trouble when it's hot. It melts so quickly. Oh, so good. Success.
Yes.
We are loaded up.
New windlass motor and package from SVB.
Looks like about 5 minutes till our train. It's just not like an Australian beach. It's like part restaurant, part bar, more like a swimming pool in Australia. You just walk up to it with beautiful decking, and there happens to be some sand there, then water. And of course, the water's as still as a swimming pool anyway. The old town is always so pretty. I love that they're always the same colours. They're kind of terracotta and lemon and peachy colours. Apparently it was the kind of soil that they used to make the clay that provided the surface over the stone. And here's the church with the steps. I think we have to go up this one. Fabulous. Anyway, you know, there's a lot to be said about touring Europe in winter. It's hot. Seems to be miles of this lovely stone paving. Nice decking up here towards the beach. Such a good space. We've got misty water.
All working. So this is our old motor. You can see the post here is really knackered. It was just turning around. I had to put a spanner on the base of the post just to get the nut off the top. So whatever that used to attach to at the bottom is completely burnt off, which is why it's not working anymore, I would say, and it's all got pretty hot. So I've replaced the motor and it's now working. The ends of the power cables, one of them is a bit knackered, so over winter I think I will just rerun the power cables from the motor down to the contactor. Probably no need to do that right now, probably no need to do it ever, but I don't know, it's just been cooked to that end and I'd rather just get it right for the cost of, what, 3 meters of cable. We've got the chain and the anchor locker, but it's all on the wrong side. It's over here. And it's sitting on top of electrical cables, etc. So I'm going to wind it out and then wind it back in. Right, that's it all out. Now let's get it back up again.